Hello nerds, welcome to your new favourite pop culture podcast. It's the post-credits show. I'm your host Loosh, and today I have with me my co-host, the beast from the east, the atom to your west, my boy Loki. How are you, brother?
Oh, fuck, how are we, mate?
Hey!
How good's that? The atom to your west. Mate, I feel like I'm standing on a fucking throne right now. How are you, my friend?
Doing well, brother, doing well. Big week in Hollywood this week.
Massive.
Woo! Boy. Some big announcements that have come out of Hollywood this week. Some big things happening.
Bigger than your dick?
Much bigger.
Fuck, that's huge.
Much bigger.
Hit me with
huge.
it, not your dick, with the news.
Fucking hell. Someone's in a mood.
Someone had lollies before he came over.
Lollies.
Bit of sherbet, bit of fucking, yeah.
Is that what we call sherbet now?
Oh, we'll go with that.
Jurassic World 4.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, fuck me.
Dead set. Good development today. Big announcement. Jurassic World 4 has found its director. Ooh. He directed Violent Night, Bullet Train,
Ooh.
Fall Guy, John Wick, and Deadpool 1 and 2. I am talking about the legendary David Leitch.
Shit.
Massive news, man.
I've got nothing. I was just literally about to throw sand on that, saying that I don't want to borrow this movie.
Now you do, though, right?
Oh, wow. I
yeah.
mean, fuck. Okay.
Big news. Huge news.
As long as Chris Pratt's not in it, I'll be happy.
You and me. I don't even want to talk about where Chris Pratt is. Probably fallen into a pit somewhere.
Yeah, 100% he has.
I've been rewatching Parks and Rec this week, and yeah, wow, Chris Pratt was fun back then.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know who was in the OC?
Who?
Chris Pratt. He did 10 episodes in season 4. Well, anyway, that's my little fun fact for that.
Anyway, moving on. Can't say that I ever watched the OC, and knowing that he's in it, thankfully not.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Winnie the Pooh.
What are they doing with Pooh Bear?
So obviously, you know, there was the Winnie the Pooh or Pooh Bear or whatever the fuck they called it, the Blood and Honey movie that came out a year or two ago, the horror movie, the horror franchise. Mm-hmm. Apparently Tigger, not my dog Tigger, but Tigger, the character from the Winnie the Pooh world, has now also entered the free domain and will be featured very heavily as a really psychotic psychotic killer in this movie, who apparently, according to the synopsis, he really enjoys torturing his victims before slaughtering them.
Fucking... This is meant to be a kid's novel.
In the words of Tigger, TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Jesus Christ. I mean, okay. Did you know this? I got a little fun fact for you about Winnie the Pooh. Both Winnie the Pooh and his friends were inspired by different mental illnesses. What do you think of that?
That's interesting.
It is.
That is really strange.
Yeah, man. All our listeners out there, give that a Google.
Kind of makes sense, though.
Yeah.
You think about all of the, you know, like with the depressed Eeyore and the anxious little fucking piglet.
So you've got depression, you've got anxiety.
The control freak rabbit.
Yeah, Christopher Robin, schizophrenic.
Yeah, wow, makes sense.
There's a lot in there. Get on the Google, lads, and give that a whirl.
In other news, Cillian Murphy is back 28 years later. Movie number 4 in the 28-somethings later movies. So we've had 28 days, we've had 28 weeks, we've had 28 months, and now 28 years. Really keen.
Mate, great series.
Fucking love.
Great series.
To this day, I think one of the best zombie franchises ever made.
Now, you know I'm not a massive fan of the zombie films, but I did enjoy those 3 films. Because your boy's in it. Do you reckon Christopher Nolan's going to direct?
Do you know what? With Cillian Murphy,
yeah,
I'd love to see it, but I don't know that he'll be involved. I'd love to see it.
Just maybe that's his wishful thinking, because he's in everything else that he directs. So yeah, exactly. I figured, maybe he can drag him over for this one. But no, that's huge, man. Because massive fan of the series.
He was fucking incredible in Oppenheimer. Oh my god,
he's good in everything.
Yeah, he really is.
Scarecrow.
Yeah,
he was brilliant as Scarecrow. I mean, we could go on and on, but we'll keep that one short. What other news you got?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I have an army. We have a Hulk.
I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And guess what's inside it?
Oh, what the fuck are they doing to that now?
Complete reboot.
What? No.
Yeah, man. I think My belief is that Disney believes that there's still a lot of stories to be told.
There is.
But given the Amber Heard Johnny Depp situation,
Oh, God.
and look, let's be honest here. You've said it before, and we've spoken about it in the podcast before. It takes two to tango.
No, I agree, but fuck, man. You can't have Captain Jack Sparrow played by somebody else.
Well, I don't think they will, because you got to remember this is a really interesting movie. It's a movie based off a Disney ride.
Yeah.
Much like the Haunted Mansion movie, it's based off a Disney ride.
Yeah.
Captain Jack Sparrow was never in that Disney ride.
True.
That was a character that they created specifically for that franchise.
Be interesting to see which way they go then with this, but I mean, he has to be in it in some degree, surely.
I'd be happy with a cameo. I would be really happy with a cameo.
Yeah, I want more, but I love Johnny, so that's just me being selfish, though. So
What
what's
else
been
is new?
announced with it? So what, they're doing a reboot? Have they discussed any time frame or anything like that?
No real discussions on timeframes just yet, but it's definitely on the books. Disney, obviously, I mean, like I said, there's so many stories to tell.
No, you're right.
You know, and the thing about the ride is, if you go on the ride, there are so many stories being told in that ride. So they've got so much place to move.
No, fair enough.
But my last thing that I wanted to bring up, I know you've got some news as well. But the last thing that I wanted to bring up is #WeWantCody.
Oh, what's going on with this?
So basically, Cody Rhodes has gone and won the Royal Rumble for the second year in a row. There's only 3 other wrestlers that have ever done that. Can you guess who they are?
3?
Yep.
Hulk Hogan?
Uh-huh.
Triple H?
No.
Stone Cold?
Yep.
The Rock?
Nope.
Who's in that? Randy
Shawn
Orton?
Michaels.
Oh, the Heartbreak Kid. Yeah, that makes sense.
3 of them. 3 of them. That's all there is. There's only 3 that have ever won back-to-back Royal Rumbles.
Fucking hell. Okay.
And so, like, you're literally talking about legendary legends. Legends of legends here. Cody Rhodes is now in amongst those wrestlers, and The Rock has basically gone and bought the company and then told Cody Rhodes, no, you're not facing Roman Reigns for the title. I am instead at WrestleMania.
No, I don't like that.
Now, I love The Rock, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't love what they've done to Cody. So the story is still playing out. WWE is very much aware of the fact that they've set a new record on their YouTube for a video with the most amount of dislikes.
Oh.
72 hours after that video was uploaded, it is currently sitting at around the 650,000 dislikes.
Fuck. Yeah, okay.
The fans have spoken.
Fuck,
WWE,
they have.
I hope you're listening.
Well, they have to, surely. So that's how many? 650,000. Fuck, they do love their wrestling, don't they? The WWE universe.
There was, oh my god! So The Rock's daughter is currently wrestling in, currently a part of the crew at NXT, and she actually mentioned on social media today that she is receiving death threats.
Fuck, you know where this is going.
Get out of your mum's basement, go touch some grass.
Thank you, sir. Get the fuck out and live. Stop sitting in front of a computer, you weasel dick fucks, man.
You weasel dick.
Yeah,
fuck.
that's one that just popped up for me there. But come on, man.
Now you've got some news that you want to show.
I know we're upbeat right now, but I've got something that really hurt.
Took the wind out of your sails.
It fucking did, man. I mean, this guy, I love this bloke, and I know you would have as well. Carl Weathers, unfortunately, passed away peacefully in his sleep last week. I know we spoke about the Predator film last week. 2 weeks ago. You know, he was just as big in that movie as Arnold, I feel. The handshake.
Yeah.
The iconic handshake. Happy Gilmore.
Chubbs.
Yeah, Chubbs.
It will always be in the hips.
Yeah. Obviously, one of the main draw cards for the Rocky franchise for the first 4 films. And recently, The Mandalorian, which I thought he was absolutely brilliant. He actually won an Emmy in that.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Unfortunately, we lost him. That one really did hurt. So
Rest in peace.
rest in peace, new legend.
Absolute legend.
And then, you know what I'm like. I'm a very outspoken individual, and if I see something that I don't agree with, I just go out and fucking say it. So
You don't say.
I come across this absolute garbage article today.
Tell me about it. Tell me what's got your goat locking.
Oh, this has grabbed me by the balls, man, and it's fucking squeezed and tight.
It's really weird that I said, tell me what's got your goat, and the first thing you went to is your balls. But okay, cool.
Yeah, Okay. Not just one school, right? There's multiple schools, mainly in New South Wales and Queensland, that want to change their dates for their final exams at the end of the year so school students can attend, wait for it, a Taylor Swift concert. Who the fuck's responsible for this?
Okay, look, here's the thing, right?
Seriously, man.
Taylor Swift is great and all, and don't get me wrong, Swifties, don't come for me. I fucking love Taylor Swift. I think she will go down as one of the greatest songwriters of this generation.
Yeah, she's all right.
She's fucking amazing. And look, let's be honest, she's banging. She's hot.
She's pretty cool.
She's hot.
She's pretty hot.
But
Yeah.
it's a concert. You're talking about your HSC. You're talking about, to some kids, you're talking about a life-defining moment.
Yeah, man. Changing the dates so you can go see her perform for fucking 3 hours.
Come on, man. Like, you know, we all sit here. We all sit here after coming out of high school and talk about, geez, I wish they taught me how to change a car tire instead of how to make a fucking wooden box.
What about learning how to play the recorder? Teach me how to do my fucking taxes, you flog.
Correct. Well, here's an opportunity for schools to teach kids how to prioritize.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely fucking stupid decision. But anyway,
Thank you,
look,
sir.
Look, don't get me wrong. Again, love Taylor Swift. Going to be an amazing series of concerts when she hits Melbourne, when she breaks a world record for the largest concert in the fucking, just craziness. But yeah, that's very strange.
It is. It really, it got me, it rattled me. So, moving on. You've got something big.
Bro, moving on to our main story this week. I always wanted to say that. I watched John Oliver a lot, and there's like, he does all of this like weekly recap, and then he's like, and now to our main story.
Fuck off, you nerd.
Mate, today, this week, this month marks the 30th anniversary of the movie adaptation of the Street Fighter video game.
How good is that?
Raul Julia, who in his last performance before sadly passing away, plays M. Bison.
Yep.
Kylie Minogue, who plays Cammy.
That's right, she was in that too.
And Jean-Claude Van Damme as Commander Guile.
Fuck
Among other people. Now, like, you know, the guy who plays Dalsim, for example, was also one of the main actors in Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones.
Oh, yes.
He was in Temple of Doom.
Yes.
The director of this movie, Stephen D'Souza. Stephen D'Souza is, I think this is one of the only movies that he directed, but he also wrote this movie. Okay. But this guy has probably been involved with some of the biggest movies from the 80s and 90s. Like, I don't know if you've heard of 48 Hours.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy, Nick Nolte, I believe.
I don't know if you've heard of a movie called Commando.
You know we have.
I don't know if you've heard of a movie called Jumpin' Jack Flash.
I actually
or
have.
The Running Man.
The Running Man.
Or Die Hard.
Oh!
Or Die Hard 2.
Sit down.
Or Beverly Hills Cop 3. Or Judge Dredd. Or Lara Croft Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life. Or Die Hard 2.
It's that good, you just mentioned it twice.
In amongst all of those movies, maybe you've heard of another little movie called The Flintstones.
Oh, that was fucking terrible.
But Steve D'Souza wrote all of those movies.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Then you've got people who, like, just such an incredible movie. Like, it was received really poorly at the time because a lot of fans felt like it didn't really. It kind of had to create a story, and this is the thing when you're talking about a game of Street Fighter, where you literally the concept of the game is person 1 versus person 2 beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, of course.
You've got to build a story there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the story that they built was here is an Shadaloo, which is like this weird like Thai style island that's been taken over by General M. Bison, this dictator who wants to take over the world, and Pax Bisonica, and you've got him with all of his bad guys. You got DJ Vega, Dr. Dalsim, Sagat, Zangief. They're all like Shadaloo warriors who are playing up against the good guys. So you've got Guile, Chun-Li, Ken, Ryu, Balrog, Blanca, you know, like Honda, the fucking sumo. But what I didn't realize in rewatching this movie last night, Ming-Na Wen.
She rings a bell. Hang on.
Ming-Na Wen has been in everything. She's been in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's been in Mulan. She's been in The Mandalorian. She's been in Ming-Na Wen is a freaking incredible fucking actor. Like, I'm a massive, massive fan of hers. This was her second ever movie.
Jesus Christ. I love her. I think she's great. I'm a Mulan fan. I thought she was fucking awesome in that movie.
She's incredible.
She really is, man.
But look, we are celebrating the 30th anniversary of Street Fighter the movie by doing an episode featuring movies inspired by games. Before we get to that, though, there will be a bonus episode later on this week.
Oh!
And it is a very, very special episode, and I will tell you all about that shortly.
When you told me about this last night, man, I'm wrapped. I'm pumped.
Yeah,
this is going to be good. This is going to be really, really good.
So moving on, talking about video game movies, I'm going to cover a couple of movies that really impacted on my life. You know, like I'm an 80s kid, so I grew up in the late 80s and the early 90s. I really enjoyed the Super Mario Brothers movie, the very, very first Super Mario Brothers movie. So we're not talking about the most recent one with
Peaches, 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 peaches.
I'm talking about the one that had Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo.
I love him. He's just good in everything.
They were so funny at the time, but it wasn't received very well, pure and simply because it just felt really cheaply made. It had a budget of $42 million. It only made $38 million in the box office. And I don't even know if you can actually find this movie anywhere to watch anymore. Like, some of these movies that we're going to cover they've just dropped off the face of the earth because they were that bad.
It hasn't aged well, man. I watched it overseas recently when I had fucking barley belly and I was sitting in bed stuck with about 9 channels to choose from. And it just happened to come on at bloody 2 a.m. or whatever it was. And man, it has not aged well at all. It's not one that I'd add to my list to watch anytime soon.
Now, look, another one that really kind of, being a Street Fighter fan, when I was growing up, you were either a Street Fighter fan or a Mortal Kombat fan.
100% agree. 100% agree.
I was a Street Fighter guy. I used to get in trouble for spending the leftover money from buying Dad's paper in the morning. I'd go down to the bloody video store and they had an arcade there, Street Fighter, and I'd just fucking sit there and spend the last 60 cents of his $1 that he gave me to buy the 40-cent newspaper. I'm not that old, kids. But
you sound it.
Then the Mortal Kombat movie came out with Christopher Lambert playing Raiden, the God of Thunder. I actually really liked this movie.
I loved this movie.
The CGI was absolute dog shit, but the CGI in 1995 was absolute.
What was CGI in 1995? I mean, fuck. You get what you get, and it's a bloody good movie.
Now, they made a second movie, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I don't actually remember seeing it. It had a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, that's shocking.
You know what? That is not the worst movie we're going to talk about today. But yeah, look, big fan of Street Fighter, big fan of Mortal Kombat, big fan of the Super Mario Brothers movies. I thought they were fantastic.
No, they really were, minus the Super Mario. All right, here's a bit of a stroll down memory lane. What's the first what's the first game you think about when you play your Sega? Sonic! Now, the movies were all right. Now, Jim Carrey did very well as Eggman. The only thing I couldn't handle was Sonic's voice.
Oh, absolutely agree.
It's just what I don't know. It sounded like a fucking 3-year-old or something. I just didn't like it.
When I close my eyes and I watch that movie, I'm not hearing Sonic.
Nah, man. I agree.
I don't know what voice I expected.
Yeah,
but that wasn't the voice I expected.
100% agree with you, my friend.
Same with Knuckles in Sonic 2.
That did not do very well. Same with Tails. Oh no, sorry, Tails was Tails. Sorry, Tails was the original Tails. I was thinking about somebody else there. But yeah, Knuckles just didn't sound right either.
It didn't work for me.
There's another movie that I'll jump straight to this one where the main voice actor, it just didn't sound right. The movie was fucking brilliant. The new Super Mario Brothers movie. How the fuck do you get Chris Pratt voicing Mario?
Man, he cops so much heat
and
for trying to...
he should.
Like, just trying to do that, hey, like,
Bro.
No.
No, bro.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
Bro.
fucking shit show.
No.
Great movie, but no.
But Jack Black is a fucking genius.
Name one movie he's been in that's been bad.
No, there
you
isn't one.
can't do it.
There isn't one.
He was fucking brilliant, and I know you were singing the song before.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Like, it is just so much. Every single person listening to this episode right now, I need you to pause this episode, go listen to that song, then come back.
If you haven't heard it, please do yourself a favor. He's not lying. It's fucking good.
Okay, are you back? Yeah, good. See, we told you it was good.
All right.
What else you got?
I've got a couple of good ones that I want to tick off first.
Let's do it.
The movie Uncharted. Now, sit down, cover your penis.
My God,
I
Lachlan.
know you get very excited when I mention Tom Holland. Yeah, you dirty, dirty girl. But
You're a dick.
it's a good movie, though.
Look, it was a good movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a bit underwhelmed.
It didn't look anything like the characters.
I was a bit underwhelmed. I didn't quite. I don't know, man. The only thing that's memorable about that movie is the fact that Tom Holland was in it, and it's not just me saying that because I got a man crush on Tom Holland.
Yeah, the old umbrella scenario.
Oh man, I loved that lip sync umbrella, the rain pouring down, the BDSM outfit. Yeah, anyway, but yeah, no, that was very. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. I didn't get the game adaptation of said movie.
Nah,
It didn't. I don't know. It was underwhelming.
I thought it was fun. Tomb Raider.
Okay, let me just say, Tomb Raider is known for having Lara Croft with giant triangular boob. Now, to go from Lara Croft's giant triangular boobs in the game to having Angelina Jolie with her giant, wonderful breasts, mate, that is how you redeem piss poor game design.
I remember it so clearly, man. Oh, that was on the PS1. Oh, man.
Angelina Jolie was so good in that movie, too. It wasn't just the fact that, oh, good, they fixed her boobs. Because, put that aside, Angelina Jolie is a spectacular actor. I have no real interest in what she looks like as a human because that's not what I'm looking for when I watch these movies. But, she is spectacularly good at what she does. And in that movie, she was, I don't know if I'm right in saying this, but I believe that she actually also did some of her own stunts in this movie.
Okay, well...
Which I think is so cool, because you can't do a movie about Lara Croft Tomb Raider without really getting an idea of what Lara Croft Tomb Raider would be doing in her adventures. Do you know what I mean?
No, 100%, man. You know, there's a bit of a hidden gem actor in that. Daniel Craig.
Really? I did not know he was in that.
He was in the second one, I believe. Just before, I think it was 2003 or 2.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
Wow.
the future James Bond was actually in that movie.
That's incredible.
Sorry to throw you off there, just sort of add that one in. But I mean, they made the new Tomb Raider as well.
Yeah.
And that got canned.
Yeah,
so
it did.
I think they're actually going to redo it, reboot it again in the coming years. But we'll have to wait and see for that one. Another movie I really enjoyed was Hitman. Did you ever come across that one? That game as a kid.
I didn't rate it.
I love Timothy Oliphant. I reckon he's a gun actor.
I didn't rate it.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on from that one. I just got
But
shafted down pretty
if
quick.
I remember correctly, it had a really, really big song in it, didn't it?
Oh fuck me! I could not tell you.
I feel like there was a big song or a big moment in that movie that kind of superseded the movie itself, if that makes sense.
It wasn't Peaches, was it? No, okay. All right,
I don't know. There was something about it, but yeah, no, I didn't rate it.
No, okay, that's maybe a bit sad.
Oh well, you get over it.
Here's one here's another one. Didn't do very well at the box office, but fuck me, it had some beautiful actresses in it. Dead or Alive. Oh, got another fun fact for you from Dead or Alive. Holly Valance.
I remember her.
Very, very good friends with Maz from school.
Who's Maz?
My missus.
Aww.
Who's Maz?
You've got a missus?
She's going to punch you in the throat, my
And then she'll kiss it better because she loves me.
She will.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dead or Alive. Eric Roberts was the other main actor in that one. Did okay. But it's just another fun movie. I thought it could have been a lot better, but they didn't give it much. They didn't really give it much of a chance with the budget and whatnot. So, moving on to Need for Speed.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I liked it. That was a good movie. I feel that it came out in the height of the Fast and Furious, so it did get a bit overlooked. Obviously, it's got a different concept, but
I do think because of the Fast and the Furious movies, because of speed, because of those like car-based speed, like I actually think that it probably got more attention than what it deserved.
Oh, okay. All right. I wasn't much of a fan, but I just thought I'd add it in because I'm sure there's a few listeners out there that are fans on that one. I'll race through this. I've got a couple more, but this one I know you personally love this shit. Rampage.
Fucking loved it. Absolutely fucking loved it. The Big White 8.
It was a fucking good movie.
Yeah. No, I absolutely loved that movie. And it did pretty well too. It did pretty well. It did just shy of half a billion dollars. So that's for movies adapted from video games, that's up there with some of the best.
Oh, well, $500 million. Yeah, that's definitely right up there.
I think one of the only video game movies that really did better, and I wouldn't even necessarily call it a video game movie because it wasn't a direct adaptation from video game, was Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, that did well.
That did very, very well. Yeah, I really liked the Detective Pikachu movie, but it's really hard to call that a video game adaptation because...
I didn't even write it down.
Well, because when you think about it, outside of the first 2 or 3 games, Ash Ketchum hasn't been involved in the video games for a very long time.
What?
Yeah. Dude, Ash Ketchum has not been involved in the video games since, I think it's Black and White.
He was in yellow. He was in blue.
Yeah, they're the first 3. Yellow, blue, and red. The first
Wasn't
3.
he in silver and gold with Ho-Ho and Lugia?
No. He was referenced in like a prequel game to that.
Oh my god!
But yeah, like Ash Ketchum's not really involved in the video games at all.
Shit.
But there is a Detective Pikachu game now because of the movie.
Okay.
I think there was a Detective Pikachu game before the movie actually. But like it was cool to see all of these Pokemon in real life.
It was good.
But it didn't really follow any kind of... I mean, yeah, okay, it kind of did. I don't know. I mean, it was adapted from video game property as opposed to direct from a video game.
I just picture licking tongue. What's his name? Licking tongue.
Licking!
It's big fucking tongue hanging out on the screen. Thinking, oh man, if my missus meets him, she's going to leave me.
Oh my God, Lachlan. I've got one for you that did surprisingly well, given how much people don't like it, and that is the Warcraft movie.
There was a Warcraft movie?
Based off World of Warcraft. Now, I actually really liked this movie. And this is the thing, man. Like, I don't go into these movies expecting fucking masterpieces.
Yeah, okay.
What I go in looking for is it fun? Is it entertaining? Does it stick to the source material?
That makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Warcraft does.
Who was it? Hang on. Was there an Aussie actor in it?
Warcraft had a pretty... kind of like a bit of a benign kind of... There wasn't really anyone massive. Travis Fimmel, Paul Patton.
Travis Fimmel, he's a skip. He was in Vikings, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yep, that's him.
I love him.
But like, no big name actors in it, but that's okay because movies like that don't need it, especially when the vast majority of the characters were CGI characters anyway.
You make a very good point there.
But Blizzard, I think, did really well alongside Legendary Pictures for that movie. That made about $440 million.
That's solid.
So that's a good solid outing for, again, a video game movie. But another one that I really, 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 really want to see, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Didn't that come out already?
Yeah, so that's out. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
It's not reviewed very well, but then again, most video game movies aren't.
You are very correct you're right on the money there. Yeah.
So, I like Five Nights at Freddy's is one movie I haven't seen. I do have it on my watch list. I do have it on iTunes. I will be watching it at some point in the next week. I will hopefully not be disappointed. But, a couple of movies that deserve dishonorable mention.
The dog shit?
The dog shit.
What have you got, my friend?
Now, we're sitting here talking about amazing video game movies. And I'm talking about how much Street Fighter completely changed my life. Like, literally... down at Blockbuster Video with $40 burning a hole in my pocket, bought a VHS the day it came out, even though they weren't supposed to sell it to me. I was 12.
$40 for a VHS.
30 years ago.
Fuck, you were keen, man.
Absolutely.
Love it.
I loved that movie so much. Now, as good as Street Fighter was, at least I thought it was, they did not a direct sequel, not really a reboot, kind of like a tangentially related The Legend of Chun-Li.
I've seen it, mate.
Now, this movie should have been it is an abomination. No, this movie is a failed abortion. This movie is disgraceful.
You're getting
It is
fired
so
up.
fucking bad that you actually cannot find this movie anywhere on any streaming service to watch. No one is prepared to carry this abortion. It is so bad, and I kid you not, it is rated 3 out of 100 on Rotten Tomatoes. But weirdly enough, not the worst rated film. We'll get to the worst rated film.
The worst rated video game film.
Correct.
Give me a letter.
We'll get to that in a second. Before we get to that, there's a couple of others that deserve dishonorable mentions.
I've got one.
You've got the Silent Hill 3rd, 4th, 5th, 1100th fucking... like, just stop.
Just stop.
Just stop. Like, what I need you to do now is to stop making Silent Hill movies, press the reboot button, and go and make a long-form TV series out of it.
Okay, I could get into that.
Yeah. There's a lot of story to tell there, and you can't tell it in an hour and a half movie. So just fucking stop. That had 10%. Silent Hill Revelation is the worst one. It had 10%. You got Hitman Agent 47, which was the Hitman sequel. Got 8%.
That was shit,
absolute dog shit.
That was fucking bad.
Let's say you got a couple here that did okay. Like you got a movie that just made $937 million. Werewolves Within. Sorry, $937,000. Werewolves Within. Really strange that it made such little money, but it was so highly rated at 86%, and it is actually the best rated movie game adaptation.
Didn't even know they made one.
Yeah,
Okay.
neither did I.
Add that to the list.
But the absolute dog shit Tekken got 0. That was embarrassing. But the worst thing that I have ever seen is when a movie is released, when it makes less than $1 million, and when you look at the Rotten Tomatoes score, and it says NA.
What movie is this?
October 2nd, 2008, Far Cry.
Far Cry?
Yes.
No. They
One
didn't
of
even
them-
give it a score.
One of the most popular games of the modern gaming era. One of the most popular franchises. You can play it on your console. You can play it on your computer. You can play it on your phone. You can play it in VR. You can play it anywhere you want. Not even worth scoring.
That's fucking dog shit.
So bad that no one went and reviewed it.
That is rubbish. Surely the guy that directed that, mate, he ain't around.
It was disgraceful. I have watched as many video clips as I can find of it because it
Yep.
is almost impossible to find.
Yep.
I'd like a refund. I would like my time back.
Oh, no.
Reclaiming my time.
Reclaiming my time.
No, fair call.
There's some absolute dog shit out there, but there's also some really exciting ones. Now, you were having a look at some ones that are coming up, right?
You missed one.
Which one did I miss?
Assassin's Creed.
Oh, God, that movie was so bad.
How did you miss that?
That was because I want to forget that they made that movie.
Oh, man, they had the best fucking game. Now, I'm not a gamer. You know this. I loved that game.
Great story.
Mate, they should have blown that up into a 5, 6, 7 movie franchise.
Great story.
Yep.
Hideous movie.
Terrible. And my final dog shit movie, Final Fantasy.
Again, one of those movies that I have purposely tried to forget existed.
Why? What the fuck did they do with that? Anyway, sorry. Moving on.
There are some movies coming out. There are some really exciting movies coming out. There is one that I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they've got a release date. Yeah, they do. August 9th, 2024.
What do you got?
Kate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Bobby Lee. Borderlands.
Oh,
With Eli
yeah.
Roth directing.
Oh, okay.
That is going to be spectacular. I hope it's going to be spectacular anyway. I'm really, really looking forward to that movie. Eli Roth is the guy who directed Cabin Fever and Hostel.
Yeah, no, I've heard of Eli Roth.
Really, really cool director.
He doesn't need a big budget for his movies to get
He
the
doesn't.
best out
No.
of it, I've noticed.
No. Probably one of his other most noticeable appearances was when he played the Bear Jew in Inglourious
Yeah,
Bastards.
the Bear Jew.
Yeah, man.
Fuck, he was good in that.
He was so good in that.
He was so good in that.
So Borderlands should be really cool. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
We've got a Sonic 3 coming out, which they released the trailer for today.
Yeah, big news out of that.
But there's also, in April 2025, there's a Minecraft movie coming out with Jack Black and Jason Momoa.
Minecraft movie?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they've got Jared Hess attached to it. Jared Hess is the director of Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre.
Oh, God.
So a couple of movies from the early 2000s. I'm not too sure what he's done recently.
Probably took him 20 years to get over Nacho Libre. Fuck.
Look, that was a fucking good movie. Don't you touch
That
Nacho
movie
Libre.
was shocking.
I loved it. But yeah, look, that should be a really great movie. There's a whole bunch of other things that are coming up as well that haven't been given dates or anything. There's apparently 2 Five Nights at Freddy's sequels that are supposedly coming out.
Yeah.
You know, there's a Legend of Zelda movie apparently coming out. Which
that
should
is.
be interesting.
I'm keen.
We got a Pac-Man movie coming. There's a Detective Pikachu sequel coming. We've got Mortal Kombat 2, the remakes coming.
Yep.
So there's a lot of stuff coming out over the next few years. Really, really exciting time to be into these movies.
No, it is.
And look, I just have to say, for me, one of the gateway drug into this world for me was that Street Fighter movie. I loved it.
No, you're 100% right, mate. It set the benchmark from the get-go, and it really was. It was the second one. It was the second video game movie release, wasn't it?
Oh, I think it was one of the first few. Yeah.
So it's paved the way for all the greatness that we're lucky to be able to witness today. So
as Dino liked to always say, spoiled for choice, baby. Spoiled for choice. Oh man, a lot of fun. Hey, do you want to try something fun?
Yeah.
Let's play a game. We are going to play a game to see who laughs the hardest.
Okay.
I want you to come up with 5 movie titles.
Yeah.
And at the end of that movie title, add the words, "in my ass."
Fucking hell.
I want to see who can come up with the funniest movie titles.
Okay, give me a sec.
I got one for you already.
All right, give me one.
Twins, in my ass.
Oh, all right, I got one for you.
Yeah.
The Running Man,
Oh my god.
in my ass.
Oh, fucking hell. Apollo 13, in my ass.
Wow. Fucking hell. Batman Begins, in my ass.
Batman Returns, in my ass.
Armageddon, in my ass.
Are you ready? Deep Impact, in my ass.
Oh.
Winnie the Pooh, in my ass. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The Scorpion King, in my ass.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show for this week. We hope you've enjoyed your time with us. Until next week, yeah.
See you later, nerds.
Stay out of my ass.
Oh, fuck.
Deuces. Hello nerds, it's your boy Loosh here, and I'm so excited to tell you that this Sunday we'll be dropping our very first interview. We got to hang out with Jay Tavares, who played the role of Vega in 1994's Street Fighter movie alongside Jean-Claude Van Damme, Raul Julia, and Kylie Minogue. You'll be able to listen to the interview on your normal podcast listening location, or you can watch the video interview on YouTube. We'll see you Sunday.
Hey, Loosh.
Uh-oh. Yeah?
What did the fish say when it swam into the wall?
Damn!
Damn!
Fuck, you're an idiot.